Hi, everybody. So just one last video for you this semester. As you're about to take your final test in a proctored testing center, I wanted to just kind of touch base with you, talk about some of the content on that test. Realize that it's not weighted any more than any of the other assignments that you turn in. My focus is on the projects that you do, and you've turned in great work for me this semester. So, what you're going to do to take the test is you're just going to go to a testing center, log in, then go to assignments, and then you'll scroll down to the bottom of assignments. And these two videos, for some reason, always start playing that are embedded in there. So they'll probably start playing when you go over to your assignments too. But you'll see down here in the bottom of assignments, the last assignment is the itd120 final. Okay, you'll go to the testing center, log into your Blackboard account, click on this test, and then when you click begin the test, the testing center employee will have to go ahead and type in a password I've sent them to make it so that you can take the final test. Okay. When you take that test, I want you, here's some, an idea of some of the content that's going to be on it. Let's see. Know which development kits are used for which platforms. For example, Unity can develop for multiple platforms. Xcode is just going to be iOS. Android Studio is going to be Android. No stuff like that. Let's see. Know the roles of the different creators. Know the difference between a designer, a developer, a programmer. We covered that early on. Know the different categories of mobile applications. We read an article on that, so go through the different categories and be able to recognize what kinds of apps fit into different categories. Know the difference between compiling and interpreting. Let's see. You want to be aware of the fact that when you're developing for iOS, you develop with Swift when you're in Xcode. When you're developing inside of Unity, you could use C#, you could use JavaScript. When you're developing inside of Android Studio, Android apps are developed with Java. Okay, let's see. Know that pings provide a transparent background when you're using those as assets inside of your applications. Know what hexadecimal color coding is and what it looks like. Let's see. Know Adobe Cooler, the color theme selection tool that we use. Know about that. Let's see. Know the difference between raster and vector art. And that, photographs are kind of raster. Logos tend to be vector, and they're completely scalable. Let's see. Know that you can use some online app development tools, and that the application development tools you use don't necessarily have to be downloaded on your computer. Let's see. Know about, just a big thing to know about Unity is that it can do almost anything in terms of development of games. It can develop for virtual reality, 3D, and 2D platforms. Let's know that the script editor or text editor that is integrated into Unity is called MonoDevelop. And be able to compare and contrast development of applications with Unity, Android Studio, and MIT App Inventor, the different platforms that you've used, be able to compare and contrast those. This exam doesn't drill super deep. I'm just looking to make sure that you understand some just real basic tenets of what we've gone over this semester. Understand that I'll be submitting grades probably on the 6th of May. So, you have to have your exam taken by May 5th, or, final test. I don't really think of it an exam because it's not weighted any heavier than anything else. But you have to have taken this final test by May 5th. And then I'll submit grades. If you have any assignments that are left unfinished, there's still time to do them. Get them into me next week, and I will, and I'll grade them and put the points in for you, okay? So there's no reason to leave anything undone because I will still take your work, all right? you guys have done fantastic work this semester, and I really appreciate it. Understand that if you need recommendation letters or any kind of guidance on an app that you're designing, just shoot me an email. You have my contact information, and I'll get back to you. I always love to hear from my students. And if there's anything else I can do for you, let me know. Thank you very much for taking my class, and I hope you have a great summer.